is day 4 of my backpacking trip. I'm currently at the water source to collect water for filtering and packing up my stuff. It is still a little bit dark and it is super foggy. My tent is wet. I don't think it's been raining, but it's so foggy that the trees are dripping. Plus it's windy, so the trees are really dripping. Anyway, time to get this show on the road. Right, it's 8 o'clock. It's 20 minutes later than my starting time yesterday, but it's also pretty dark out because of the fog, so it's really hard to start hiking in the dark. It's even harder when it's foggy, so I just had to wait. Here we go, here we go. Well, I can tell you, I am not going to the Annapolis Rocks because there's really no point. And it's a quarter mile there. And again, I say there's really no point. So I'm gonna carry on. The road to Smithville or Smithburg or Smithtown is in 6 miles. I think I can get there like around lunchtime, and I think it'd be great to hop off the trail, either get a hitch or call an Uber and go into town and have some real food for lunch. I think that's a great plan. That is Black Rock on a viewless day. Well, I kind of talked myself into a Nero in the town of Smithsburg, only to discover that there's nothing there except for groceries and food. So I think I'm gonna do the next best thing and stop at the Ensign Cowell shelter, which is only in like 4.5 miles, less than 5, because I had that huge day yesterday, and it's supposed to rain again pretty much all day. If I stop at Ensign Cowell, that leaves me with only 10 miles to the Mason-Dixon line, and tomorrow is supposed to be a much nicer day. So that's what I'm debating. So I'm wondering what snack foods do you guys backpack with? What holds up well in your backpack? I like sesame sticks, and I'm not a huge fan of pretzels, but if you get those big chunky ones, they hold up well, as opposed to potato chips and those sorts of things. No, I'm not trying to be trendy. I just want to let a little light into my life. And if I turn my hat backwards, it bangs on the back of my backpack. Here's a fun fact. After looking at the ATC's website, they list the entire length of the trail as 2,192 miles. But if you add up the mileage of each state individually, the trail, and this is from their website, the trail adds up to 2,241 miles. So, just took me an hour to go a mile because the top of this mountain had a pretty long boulder field, and I still have 2 miles before I hit the road. I was thinking that I was gonna get there by 11:30, and now it's probably gonna be like 12 or 12:30. Because wait, it's like almost 12 now, I think. I don't even know. And is it Ensign Cowell or Ensign Cowell? Anybody know? Rhymes with cow or rhymes with co? There has been a really strong southeasterly wind today. Well, it started last night, and I'm super thankful because I seriously think it has slowed the rain front down so that I'm not getting poured on, and I feel like I might be able to get inside somewhere before the hard rain comes. Microburst of New Hampshire. Made it. Here I am. Ensign Cowell shelter. I got here at like 12:30. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day here because there is some, I think, heavy rain in the forecast, although the wind has kept it at bay. But I don't want to hike in heavy rain, and I've already hiked 8.5 miles. I only have 9.5 miles-ish left to get to the Mason-Dixon line. I have the shelter to myself at the moment, so yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here, edit videos, maybe call people on the phone. If I would have tried to get into town, it would have delayed my starting time big time tomorrow. And I am done tomorrow, and I would like to get to Pennsylvania in a timely fashion. So, yeah, stupid early in the shelter. Don't know what I'm gonna do all day, but I'll think of something. I met those two guys yesterday at the Dahlgren campground, and we all stayed at Pine Knob Shelter last night, and they got here to Ensign Cowell about an hour or so, hour and a half after me. They just left to go to the Raven Rock shelter, which is like another 4.5 miles up the trail, because they're trying to get into Waynesboro tomorrow for a package, and they're like running out of food. I felt so bad watching them walk away. I'm so glad I decided to stay here, because I would have been caught in a torrential downpour. This rain is way harder than the rain from Sunday. So I went down to the creek, which is down a pretty steep hill, only to discover that it's not flowing that great. And then I thought, why don't I just catch the rainwater off of the tin roof and filter that? It's probably just as clean as creek water. Look at me, I'm being MacGyver out here. And I'm passing the time.